We're here with Coach Justin Tatum of the Illawarra Hawks. Justin, tough luck. You guys could be 2-0 right now, but here you sit at 0-2. Any thoughts, reflections on that?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things we could have controlled in both of those games. You know, our turnovers in the first one, giving up 19 offensive rebounds in the second one, and still having a chance to win. But I'm just proud of my guys' effort and trying to see what we need to build on for our season and just get healthy. So, you know, we were upset about things that we could control, but not too bad about the outcome because we had a chance to win.
You mentioned the other day that this was an experience not just for your team, but for you also because you're a relative newcomer to these parts. Is that held true?
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, at the end of the day, this is playing 5 of the top teams in the world, you know, and the competition is way different from the NBL. Helps build us for what we need to do. So the experience that we're getting here is just, you know, just undescribable.
Talking about teams, Brex, you're going to be facing a team now not quite as physical as the teams that you've met before. They're more of a finesse type team. They do have some power down low, but mostly from the outside. They rely on quickness and speed. What are your plans to counter that?
Just push the pace. You know, push the pace. We got a lot of our young guys playing today who haven't played in the last 2 games, so hopefully that pace helps. And then, you know, just understanding that they got, you know, DJ Newell, who's a really good scorer. You know, they got really good pick and pop bigs, and their role players are really good. So I know nobody wants to go home 0-3, want to find a way to get a win. So both teams will be hungry tonight.
Okay, Coach. Good luck to you today.
Thanks, Chuck. Appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy.
Appreciate it.
With Coach Zico Cornell from Breck. Coach, yesterday, a magnificent effort against a very, very physical team. Your plans worked very well, moved the ball well, came very, very close to pulling off the upset.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like we played better against Unikaha, to be honest, but yeah, 19 offensive rebounds with 25 second chance points to their credit, the difference.
You have a similar team today in the Illawarra Hawks. They're very physical as well. Any plans to change anything, or what you've had, you think you found a magic formula?
Well, we say the magic is in the works, so we don't really feel there's a magic formula. We just have to try to do our basics. But you know, the number one priority today is load management and hopefully no injuries. So this is our main concern.
And you feel this is a pretty successful trip. I know the record might not indicate it, but usually in tournaments like these, teams do learn a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the proof of the pudding in that will be the season we have ahead. We maybe have about 91 games to go, so we'll see how we apply our learnings, and then we will know.
Thanks a lot, Coach, and best of luck today.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you very much.
for this one.
Well, this is the third year that the FIBA Intercontinental Cup has been in Singapore, and honestly, it has been a dream location. It's been well organized. The city itself has been fantastic. They put on a great show. I know the players, you know, they haven't come here to have a holiday, but they've been well looked after, and the competition has been good, and the competition has been better this season than in previous seasons. Coming through that especially Group B, that was tough work. Illawarra again didn't survive in either of their two close games, and I think that's great news for the competition, and we'll see where it ends up being staged next year. Now the teams are coming out to be introduced, so we'll watch this.
Ladies and gentlemen, FIBA Intercontinental Cup 2025, and Utsunomiya Brex taking on the Illawarra Hawks.
Okay, nice seeing some of those highlights of these teams, and we're excited to see once again the Illawarra Hawks, who I think have left a really positive impression. They've represented their club well here at the FIBA Intercontinental Cup, but they had a couple of tough opponents, Flamengo and the NBA G League United, and came up on the losing end both times, but don't think that this is not a good team. They are definitely a very good team. So some of the guys are not going to suit up today, but we do have Peatling, as you saw, come out, Mason Peatling. We had Jonah Antonio, Kobe McDowell-White. There's our guy, Greta.
I tell you what, Jeff, I just love his intensity, his man-to-man defense. But going back to what he's saying, some players not playing. Good chance to play some of the younger players, but also to build a little bit of experience heading back to the NBL in Australia.
It really is. This will be the first time that we get to see Narkle, Johnny Narkle. Here he is. Luka Yates got into the game earlier yesterday than he did against Flamengo. I thought he played pretty well. Also, Todd Blanchfield is a veteran, seasoned campaigner, looks after himself, so he's playing for a third straight day. Harry Froling really surpassed my expectations. I heard he wasn't really going to get many minutes, and he came out yesterday in crucial situations and played well. So I think that really bodes well for these guys this season.
Well, he's got a lot to offer, Jeff. And then, you look at Ja'Cory McLaughlin. He's had quite a very long 2025, having played also in the Indonesian Basketball League and also in BCL Asia, now coming back and signing with Coach Justin Tatum. But what you want to see from this team today, learn how to close games out.
Well, you see Isaac Fotu, Utsunomiya Brex, they sure would have liked to have had Isaac Fotu here, the New Zealand international. I think that really, last night might have been the difference. I mean, had they had him, that game definitely would have been a lot closer, and maybe they would have won. But they're going to start today with Hironori Watanabe, their captain.
Well, he's been one of the ambassadors going back to when they were known as Utsunomiya Brex. Remember, they were the first ever B-League champions in 2016-17, defeating Kawasaki, who then had Nick Fazekas. But you know what? Like the team from the NBL, the Illawarra Hawks, they'll want to end on a good note as well.
We saw Mako Hijima, Yusuke Endo, Takeuchi, the veteran.
Here's a player I'd like to see come into the mix. They've just brought him in this season because he's had a bit of experience at B1, B2. Let him have a bit of a run and see what he's going to be able to deliver you this season when they go to defend their championship.
You just saw Shinji Takashima come out. He's a guy that, well, he's in the starting 5, but definitely has lived up to the hype, if not surpassed it. He's going to be a good player to watch this season.
And here's Ishikawa, of course, not quite yet in the rotation. Atsuya Ogawa is ahead of him in the B-League, but you want to see him get a bit of a run time, as well as Hoshikawa. Here is a guy you also want to move into that 4 role. Get him the experience of playing against the much bigger and physical power forwards of Illawarra Hawks.
Seiji Ikaruga and DJ Newbill coming out, and I wonder how many minutes he'll get today because he has played a lot, and also Gavin Edwards.
Well, DJ's going to have to play a lot. If you want to win the game today, you're going to have to play DJ definitely over 30 minutes, maybe more. But so DJ's used to this. You go to his time playing in the B-League, whether it was in Osaka or the time he's been with the Brex, he hardly ever goes and sits on the bench. He's just built a little bit differently.
Well, it'll definitely be a test for him because this will be the 3rd consecutive game in less than 3 days when you added up the hours, because they had 2 late starts the first time. So the final minutes ticking off the clock here. We'll also get a look at starting 5s for both teams, and we'll get a look at the referees. So crew chief will be Luis Vasquez Ocasio from Puerto Rico, Wasim Husseini from Canada, and Sun Jian from China.
Right. CEBL refs, CBA refs. What a team we have tonight, Jeff.
The Illawarra Hawks starting 5, so it's going to be Wani Swaka, Wally Bales, Mason Peatling, Harry Froling in the starting 5, and Zachary McLaughlin with Antonio McDowell-White, Greta, Norfolk Yates, and Blanchfield come off the bench. So, again, another opportunity for Coach Tatum. He talked about seeing the young guys, but also an opportunity for Froling. I'm just wondering maybe if he's ahead of schedule. So here's Blanchfield, has had quite a few highlights. 14 points per game, 4.5 rebounds per game. And also quite handy at 3x3, but he's had kind of like a crucial role in this team, coming out and making key plays in key situations.
Right, he's a versatile player. The key thing about him, he can shoot the 3, so you can go up against his own, so he's going to be very impactful tonight.
Mako Hijima, Kosuke Takeuchi, Shinji Takashima, DJ Newbill, and Gavin Edwards in the starting 5 for Utsunomiya Brex, with Endo, Aoki, Watanabe, Ishikawa, Hoshikawa all coming off the bench, and Seiko Cornell from New Zealand, the head coach of Utsunomiya Brex.
Well, there's the man to look out for tonight, and if you are Illawarra Hawks, you got to take something that we saw from Al Ahly yesterday. You've got to pressure him into a situation where DJ gives the ball up. Jeff, we're talking about a guy that knows how to create his own shot. He can work a pick and roll, and he's one hell of a facilitator. Game plan defensively for the Hawks, you got to make him give the rock up.
Yeah, I just wonder, is it going to be, it'll probably be Bales that'll draw that assignment.
It could be Bales. You could see Greta maybe at some point go for that matchup.
Swaka.
Even Blanchard. I mean, you got a very versatile defensive backcourt here. And even the key thing I like about this team here with the Hawks is you can also do a bit of 1 through 5 switching. Maybe not so much when Rolling's on the floor, but I guarantee anytime Hawks come up with a turnover, a steal, you name it, they're going to get out and run. But Jeff, as we've seen in their first 2 games, they probably should have won both of them. They've got to learn to close games out if they're going to win.
Yeah, I think they were definitely stunned following the loss to Flamengo. And again, always better to leave this competition on the back of a win. So we shall see if they can pull things together here for this final day. And just as a reminder, this competition dates all the way back to FIBA Intercontinental Cup. You go all the way back to 1966. Now, there was a long stretch where they did not have the FIBA Intercontinental Cup, but that was the first official edition. And these two teams have made their bow in this competition this season. So it was won last season by Unicaja Malaga, and they beat NBA G League United in the final, and that will also be the battle for first place later tonight.
I think one thing we're going to know for sure is that the Hawks are probably going to dominate the rebounding. So one thing you got to anticipate here from the Brex is they're not going to come up with a lot of second chance points. That means for them, they've got to come out firing all cylinders from the three-point line. And the question I'll have after that is, if the three-point shooting isn't clicking, where are the points going to come? Gavin Edwards has got to stay out of foul trouble. Jeff, had he not picked up that fourth foul in the third quarter and stayed foul-free throughout the game, they possibly could have come up and won that game. So you got to ask the question, where are the points going to come if they're not coming from DJ, the three-point line, and if you can keep both Gavin Edwards and potentially Grant Jarrett out of foul trouble?
Okay, it'll be a battle of Japan against Australia here in the battle for the fifth place game here at the FIBA Intercontinental Cup in the Singapore Indoor Stadium. Illawarra Hawks taking on Utsunomiya Brex. Well, good afternoon, everybody. We are underway, and already the jump ball has done a little damage to our neighbor on the right, hitting the monitor. Hopefully everything is okay over there. It's going to be Illawarra Hawks that are going to inbound it, and McLaughlin comes out, misses his first shot. Offensive rebound already. And Harry Froling ends up scoring, and that is a worrying start to the game for Utsunomiya Brex against Illawarra Hawks. McLaughlin gets a steal. McLaughlin pulls up, and that was short.
Well, of course, you saw the second chance points going in favor of Rawling. That's what Gavin Edwards doesn't want to get committed to early fouls too early. You've got to keep them off the offensive boards.
Shinji Takashima misses, but they are there for the rebound and putback. Gavin Edwards.
That's a good look, though, for Takashima. If it's wide open, you must take it no matter what.
Nice steal. Hiyajima takes it right away from Wani Swaka. And now he pulls up and makes the three-pointer.
Well, Brex had an advantage there. Swaka didn't get back in time. But, Jeff, you've got to stop the ball between midcourt and the three-point line. You cannot let Hiyajima walk into an uncontested three-point look.
Wally missing that shot, going kind of a step back off 1 foot jumper.
Well, great work by Takashima, preventing the offensive rebound from the weak side. That's a much better sign from the Brex.
Illawarra had the fast start, but here's Utsunomiya Brex. And as you said, Josh, they got to make threes. They've made one already. Illawarra Hawks, remember they started really physical against Flamengo. Then Flamengo were able to come back and give as good as they got. And Gavin Edwards off target with that one.
That's a switching on the screens. Good defensive work by the Hawks.
Froling rolls to the basket. Wani Swaka turns it over. And Takashima, fouled. So one area where already that we're seeing Illawarra struggling, they're turning the ball over.
Yeah, I mean, where I feel their advantage is always going to be is getting inside the paint. But Jeff, going back to this transition by Takashima, you want to initiate contact and get fouled, but you got to be 50-50. You got to know that when you're going to go up with the layup. But it just seemed at that time Takashima was more concerned about the defense. You got to be strong.
Illawarra, that time short. Ball fell to Gavin Edwards. And again, another foul. This one on Bales.
Well, this is where the Hawks, Peeling, I think, is it on Bales or Peeling? I think it's on Peeling. Because Peeling didn't get positioning on the box side. And already Gavin Edwards just very easily standing just next to the bucket on every three-point attempt, just trying to make himself a nuisance.
Yeah,
now,
you're
Jeff,
right,
look,
it was on Peeling.
Blanchfield is going to match up here with Gavin Edwards. So this is a smaller player up against a bigger center.
DJ gets it to the Takeuchi. Takeuchi has his hands full with Froling, a player that my friends watching these games call the enforcer. He is a wide body. Here is McLaughlin. McLaughlin with the three. Good sign.
That's where he's got to build his confidence. He's made that shot. Now he's got to keep getting those good looks. He's a confident three-point shooter.
A herky-jerky movement that Illawarra is well known for. Gets the ball back. Edwards, high arcing three, and another miss for number 33.
Nice little offense there by the Hawks. You have Froling flash to the free throw line and a simple hand up, but get McLaughlin. Gotta get that consistency in the shot.
Step back from DJ Newville.
Brex can't afford to switch 1 through 5. Gotta stay with your man.
And Diwali Bales for the three-pointer.
Jeff, that's tough. That's good defense. That's just simply better offense.
Diwali Bales, promising future. He's 23 years of age. He's played a lot of minutes. Gets to start today. Now foul.
And this is what I said yesterday, Jeff. This is not look at the three-pointer by DJ Newville, but going back to what I was saying, you got Swaka defending Makoti Ujima. You've got to leave a bit of space between you and him. What I mean by that is enough space that you can react where he's going to either deny a screen, come off a screen, but also just so you can put a hand up and contest any three-pointer.
Ujima again, kind of probing. Passes back outside. And Newville goes right at Brita. Went right to the rim, just missed a shot. And Greta drives in, misses. Luka with the rebound. You can count it. The big fella.
Well, you knew he was going to get the ball in the paint at one point, because as soon as they came up with the defensive rebound, Jeff, this is what I love about the Hawks. I love about Australian basketball. The bigs run down the middle and get there early. They may not get it eventually, but in this case, Yates was very conveniently grabbing the second shots points.
And Luka Yates. Three-point play, and Illawarra now up by 3. Ball knocked away. Good job by Greta.
I think Illawarra probably should have kicked that out to the corner, because Yusuke Endo, prime position. Those are the threes that he's going to take. So this is interesting now, Jeff. DJ Newville getting some early rest. So Seiji Ikaruga is going to come onto the floor. Now that's the question I asked. Where are the points going to come from for the B-League champions?
Well, they'll have to come from Hijima and Edwards, you would think, and hopefully Endo can maybe knock down a shot or two from the corner. Here's Blanchfield. Todd Blanchfield turns it over. Another one for Illawarra. Endo from the corner. Got it!
I like that. Hijima denying the screen. Early kick out, fighting Endo wide open.
Grida. Oh boy, throwing some nice ball today. Number 11, the mullet.
That's what we said about this team. They get the ball inbound quickly. They like to run.
Oh, nice anticipate, just telegraph pass, and Blanchfield goes in. Well, it's kind of not a thunderous dunk, but nevertheless, probably gets what would you say, a 1 on the dunkometer?
I'll give it a little bit.
Barely got it over that.
Ikaruga may have got away with an illegal screen.
Oh, Rita. It's a swat. Here comes Biwali Bales, the former Australia under-19 World Cup player. Endo takes it the other way. Pulls up. But I like that aggressive play. Getting the open look. Endo looks like he's ready for today.
The problem I have with that three-pointer, you've got nobody running with you, nobody running in for a second chance.
Oh, Grida. And nobody to greet Grida at the rim. And that leads to a timeout for Utsunomiya Brex. So 5-point swing on the missed three-pointer and then the quick layup. Got to get back in transition. Let's hear what the lucid Zico Colonel has to say in the timeout. That is just I would say on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of horrible passes, that's a 10 from Ikaruga. He just basically triggered a fast break with his pass.
Yeah, it's just he's too close to the three-point line. Any point guard, you got to give yourself a little bit more space. I mean, listen, B-League is renowned for high pick and roll, but it's a problem when you take DJ Newbill off the floor. Somebody has to take that leadership and become a floor general.
Well, Ikaruga needs to make amends. Blake Aoki in the game now. And here is Endo. Also in the game, Kasei Hoshikawa.
Coming from the offense, no ball screens.
Oh, nice play, Ikaruga. Now he makes amends. Oh, behind the back pass. A little bit of showtime from number 18. Driving in, Hoshikawa brings it back out.
So get some ball screen movement. Use Blake Aoki, get him involved. It's just too spacious offense. Get a little bit more pick and roll involved. Make Blake Aoki make the defense work.
Here's Blanchfield. Money. Gotta get a hand up. Hoshikawa.
I like his elevation when he shoots threes, Jeff. He's not a set shooter. He's a pure jump shooter.
Watanabe. Ball is out of bounds. He'll stay at this end. And definitely very offensively challenged. Utsunomiya Brex right now.
That wasn't a bad offense by the Brex. They got a ball reversal swing and a pick and roll, but the players that have Coach Carnell's elected to put on the floor. They don't play extensive minutes, but as long as they're playing organized, structured basketball, there's not much more you can ask for.
Bounce pass, Watanabe, got it!
That's a good offense.
So that's the second three ball from the corner, that time from the right corner. It's Kobe. McDowell White. Bounce pass. Luka easily goes right at Aoki.
Hawks definitely will always have that dominant factor with this lineup. Trying to run that ball screen, get inside the paint. Blake Aoki's the only natural center on the floor for the Brex.
Endo from downtown, that was off the front of the iron, no rebounds. And Watanabe grabs the miss. Ishikawa gets it back, puts it up. Oh. And a bit of a collision there. The Wally Bales coming back in along with Harry Froling. Ricky Yates is going to take a seat, as well as Todd Blanchfield.
And you see Zico Coronel applauding young Ishikawa, trying to build some confidence for him.
McLaughlin goes in, gets his own rebound off the miss, and they're just kind of beasting them right now. Right at the basket. Need to see a little bit more intensity, a little bit more heart from this Brex team.
Ishikawa thought a foul was going to be called. Jeff, you got to play to the whistle. That should have been his defensive rebounds.
Watanabe, this time off the front of the iron. 10-point advantage for Illawarra. Oh, and McLaughlin steals it quickly to Wani Swaka. That goes up on the dunkometer. Left on 2 feet, then hung on the rim.
Little athleticism from Wani Swaka.
Oh, and now the steal, and Jaquari lays it up, and that does not beat the end of the quarter. So 26-14, Illawarra Hawks already in command against Utsunomiya Brex in the battle for 5th place at the FIBA Intercontinental Cup.
Well, you see the stats there. I mean, 15 three-point attempts already from the Brex, and that's very custom for them whenever they play in the B League. But, Coach, I think right now what Zico Coronel is just trying to stress a point to his players. I need some of you to be able to step in when I'm going to need you in the season. Ishikawa is still a very young player, Jeff, but he's got to learn how to not only take care of the basketball, but also to be that key floor general.
Well, this is a make from deep, but most of the damage being done in the paint. Some of them after steals, some of them drives, but 16 points in the paint for the Hawks. Just 2 for Brex. Look at this. Endo knocking down the 3. Well, we look at the highlights and some worried looks on the faces of Utsunomiya Brex. They're going to have to turn things around if they don't want to leave this arena on the back of 3 straight wins. But remember, they played 2 late games. They're resting some guys today. They're resting Grant Jarrett. Could be a long afternoon for the team from Japan.
Yeah, we talked about this beginning of the game, Jeff. It's the 5th and 6th game, so obviously, you know, both teams very dejected knowing that they're in this stage, but you want to go back with a victory. But like I say, we've seen very good defense so far from the Illawarra Hawks, and also being able to convert turnovers into transition points. But now Brex are coming back with a stronger lineup. And what I do like, though, from Zico Coronel, you're allowing your young player, Ishikawa, to get that exposure, that experience, and also Blake Aoki, because at times they're going to need a third or fourth relief power forward to come into lineup. They are looking to make history yet again. Can they become the only team to win 4 B-League championships? They have the record as it is, so it'll be a big season ahead for them.
Endo gets it to Edwards, much better, and Edwards misses the dunk. Veterans got to do better than that. Coming out of the timeout. McLaughlin missing. Rookie with the rebound. Oh. Newville. So a little bit more firepower in this unit. Watanabe from deep. Ooh, front and back, stays out. Bounce pass to Harry Froling. And they're going to count it. Chance for a three-point play.
Froling is so underrated. Jeff, he's patient. He sets that screen, forces the switch right here. There's a contact. Doesn't really need to roll, just gets into that position, and it's a tough finish. It's textbook old school post play. Just pick and roll. Most bigs like to pick and pop for a three.
He's got a soft touch, both inside and out as well.
But also, it's the technique of how he sets those screens. How many times do we see moving screens cold at this level? It's great connection between both him and Ja'Cory McLaughlin.
Endo from the corner, that's where he likes to be, but again, oh, Watanabe bumps into McLaughlin.
This is where McLaughlin's so valuable. Remember when he was playing for Pelita Jaya, he will really step up the tempo and push in transition. Of course, quite a big guy. He spent 4 games in the NBA with the Dallas Mavericks, but I want to see him take a few more mid-range jump shots. That's his bread and butter go-to play.
Here's Wally Bales. He's lively. Pulls up and makes the jumper.
Watanabe trying to keep him in front of him, but as you said, Bales, a lot to offer with that mid-range, not off the dribble play.
Watanabe back to Edwards. 16-point lead. This is not going well for Brex. They need a bucket. They get Endo open on the wing. Got it! That's what they need. Nice play.
Great offense. Finding the short roll in the mid-range, kick out for a wide-open three.
Durali gets it outside. Zip it around. Wani Swaka pulls up, and he misses, but there is another offensive rebound. Keatling, McLaughlin behind the back. Nice pass from McLaughlin.
This is where the Brex backcourt have got to be a little bit more aggressive. You got to keep your plays in front of you. Any penetration just makes that entire defense break down.
Gavin Edwards. Oh, boy. Not going down for Gavin. Wani Swaka, fake. This Australia team has a little bit more spring in its step today. And McLaughlin climbs that one off the backboard and rim.
See, Blake Aoki wants to establish himself in the lineup this season in the B-League. Trying to go in for a few more offensive boards. That's where you're going to help this team.
Endo open, that's where he wants to be. And he's got to be able to knock those down. Wide open. Nice handles from Peatling. Here's McLaughlin. That's good. Nice touch from McLaughlin. Now the lead is 18.
Well, Brex have got to play for pride. Oh, we've seen that many times. You can't just throw the towel in now.
DJ gets inside, and he goes to the line. DJ taking exception to the defense there. So Blanchfield comes back in, and I think resting JaVale McGee today, probably the right call for judging on how this game is going for Coach Justin Tatum. Also resting Tyler Harvey, who played so many minutes and probably easily has been their best player at this event, but they're not missing him in this game.
Yeah, they got a very dynamic backcourt. I mean, sometimes that can be a coach's nightmare because you got to wonder who do you keep on the floor. But I think in this game specifically, you kind of feel there's a little bit more hunger about Illawarra Hawks. Because fatigue for sure is a factor for both these two teams, but Brex are finding out at this level, not everything can be relied on DJ Newbill. You've got to get everyone in the mix.
Nice pass up the floor to Kobe and give the assist to Harry Froelich. Ball had some zip on it.
Jeff, not the first time we've seen Brex's defense got caught napping. They did that a few times, or got caught a few times from Unikaha.
Nice shot. DJ Newbill.
Jeff, I don't know how you defend that. You got Blanchfield hand his face and still is able to make a tough three-pointer. That's why he's the B-League MVP.
Kobe pulls up short. Oh, gets the rebound, puts it up and in.
Look, we're seeing a bit of a Gortat screen from Froelich, setting those picks and just allowing the little roll to keep any help side defenders. And of course, as the great Will Voigt would say, our colleague, he loves that screen.
Here comes Blanchfield, the open floor, and dunks it a little bit higher on the duckometer that time. And that leads to a timeout for Utsunomiya Brex. Well, this is going to be a tough 25 minutes for Utsunomiya Brex if they don't make some type of switch. Let's go down to their bench and see if we can listen to Coach Zico Cornell. DJ Newbill knocking down the three to give his team a little bit of hope, but right now it's one-way traffic, and it's because of plays like this. And Blanchfield, for the second time today, goes in for the dunk after turnover.
A little bit of full court pressure coming from the Hawks. Let's quote my good friend Rob Beveridge. It's a go after it mentality, tough as nails. It's all about defense when it comes to Australian hoops.
Blanchfield's attempt goes off the rim and out of bounds.
Jeff, there's a positive there from Shinji Takashima because he's working his socks off to prevent Yates from coming up for an offensive board. So it's those little battles you got to try to win to give yourself to build some momentum.
Oh my gosh. And Greta putting some pressure on Ikaruga and loses it out of bounds.
I mean, Jeff, listen, we can applaud the effort, but, you know, Brex have got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. Greta plays with his heart in his sleeve, but you're not going to find too many steals like that at this level. Got to take a little bit more pride.
And there's McLaughlin just going right at Takashima. Yeah, I think I probably would have already exploded one of those boards on the bench if I were coach that you draw plays.
But now Hawks looks like they've gone back to a matchup. It's a fake zone, but
well, you know, they pay pretty well in Japan, and even this Illawarra Hawks team lost players to the B League.
well, people need to know
But this Illawarra Hawks team is just laying the wood, and this isn't even their top. So you know, I think it just kind of raises the question, you know, what's going on here?
It's circumstantial as well. It's a 5th and 6th game, of course, and look,
Sure, they are playing the 3rd game in 3 days.
oh, totally. And, you know, you make a good point. Australian basketball is where it is for a reason, but people need to remember the evolution of Japanese basketball from 2015 to now. It's one of the highest rising leagues in the world.
Kobe. And boy, the way that Greta is hustling in there, he might end up with double digits in boards today.
Well, he wants it. That's what you want. You know, you want a kind of player like that. He's going to defend anybody on the floor, but also you can see there's a little bit of a different hunger. He's happy to do the dirty work.
He is definitely a hard hat, lunch pail kind of guy.
Say that again? That was, I like that. I'm just going to have trouble remembering it.
He goes off to work. Wearing the hard hat and taking the lunch pail.
Definitely a blue-collar mentality about their defense.
There's Luka Yates going up against Takeuchi. And fouled, chance for a 3-point play. And the one-way traffic, it's already a 25-point lead for Illawarra Hawks.
See, Takashima, Jeff, when he went over there to kind of give the double team, he's trying to reach in, and really what you want to do is go over and just trap him right away, put your hands up, smother him. If you foul him, fine, but don't give away an at-one where it's a soft reach.
You know what I like about this effort by Illawarra today is just that effort. These guys are playing hard. They're kind of like setting an example, especially Greta. But all of them are really getting after it. Johnny Narkle checks into the game, and Luka Yates revealing himself to be a nice weapon.
Now, we haven't seen Grant Jarrett. He did actually have an ankle injury in the B League Finals, so I wonder if that's played a part that he hasn't quite yet recovered from. We have seen him already, Jeff, but he'll still not be 100%.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing today. Here's Blanchfield. Oh, all taken away. Miyajima. Narkle trying to stick with Hijima, who passes it over to Hoshikawa. Now Narkle's guarding Hoshikawa. Gets it to Hijima, little runner. And Takeuchi, a rare offensive rebound, a second chance here for the B-League team. Nice play by Ikaruga.
Jeff, you notice when Hijima got the steal, 5 jerseys all in Hawks, sprinted to get back in the paints. It's a difference in mentality in this game.
And McLaughlin missing that one from the wing. Johnny Narkle swiped ahead of Hijima as he ran past. Oh, that was the right play, just didn't score. Hijima, in every motion, he's either thinking about shooting or passing. He doesn't decide until the last second, split second. Here's Narkle, Aaron Narkle. Oh, look at the hooping and scooping from Johnny.
It's a finish on the baseline, a few pivots, but Takashima just got to keep your hands up, be able to react on both sides. Golden Hawks back in this 2-3 zone.
Ikaruga from the wing. And that gets it back to a 22-point deficit. Justin Tatum calling a timeout.
Pace goes first, Cole second. He's trying to get a stagger, but Jay ain't coming on off. Okay? If he doesn't have it, be wide open, give it to him. If not, keep coming off the long handoff. Okay? You guys will pop back. Harry, if you give him a handoff, dive down. All right, go.
1, 2, 3. Keep rebounding.
Well, this is Johnny Narkle, and here's a guy playing his first minutes in the competition and pretty much doing what he wants against this Utsunomiya Brex team. Ikaruga knocking down the shot from deep.
Just feel Brex may feel a bit more comfortable to kind of build a little bit of rhythm and confidence against his own. Interesting that they go with Kosuke Takeuchi at the high post, probably with that length of catching those high passes to try and kick out to more perimeter shooters.
Sterling has it, guarded by Takeuchi. An opportunity. He's going to stay at this end with 7 seconds on the shot clock. And the one constant in this Brex team has been their support. They have amazing fans. They still believe.
Oh, they're terrific. You know, again, I tell anybody, you want to go to a vacation in Japan, go to Tojiki, try the gyoza, and go to the Nikon Arena to watch Utsunomiya Brex.
And the nice jump shot stretches the lead. They pass it around. Ikaruga from the corner. Ishikawa misses.
Well, he's going to have to make those next season. Doubleheaders, midweek games, ESL as well. It's a big season for the Brex.
Jonah Antonio missing. Now, Ishikawa. Ikaruga, that's short.
If the threes don't jump, Jeff, you've got to find other ways to score. You've got to go in for second chance points.
Froling.
Time for a final shot.
Beatland steps in front, missed the foul. They had a couple to give.
Well, Hijima's got to go quickly here, Jeff. Not a lot of time.
He gets it up and misses. So at the end of the first half, it's Illawarra Hawks leading at 52-27 over Utsunomiya Brex. Okay, look at the numbers. Illawarra Hawks 5 of 12 from deep. 29 rebounds and 19 advantage for Illawarra. Just one-way traffic. McLaughlin with 10 points. Endo with 6. Newville with 6. I think we're going to go down to the court to hear from McLaughlin.
Corey McLaughlin of the Hawks. Great intensity, you guys, right from the get-go tonight, really putting up some numbers real quick. You, 10-3-2. What do you say about your team after narrowly losing the first 2 games? Some of you probably feel that you have the right to be in the finals. It wasn't that far of a stretch. How's it going today?
We definitely believe we should be, but we had to come out today, play with some toughness, play with some pride, play together, and play fast. That's what we're doing.
And a great teammate, everybody doing everything they can to spreading the ball around, which we saw a real physical team as usual. What are your plans for the second half? Just don't fix it if it isn't broken, I guess.
Same thing. Keep the same intensity. Don't be satisfied and just keep going.
Okay. Thanks, Corey. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Well, Jeff, great start for the Hawks, of course. You know, one area for them where they've been outstanding is not only in transition, but also finding ways to get into Brex's paint. Every shot they've had in the paint has been very, very tough for Brex to defend. But I'll say it again, second half for the B-League three-time champions, it's got to be about pride, Jeff.
Yeah, it could be a really difficult 20 minutes for Utsunomiya Brex, and I think it's a kind of a difficult spot for Coach Zico Coronel. I mean, what do you say? You say, hey guys, we got to pick up the intensity. We've had a lot of people travel here to support you, and let's do our best. I mean, the one thing that you shouldn't have to do is coach effort, and I'm not, you know, I think that maybe there's some complicating factors here. They've played a third, you know, they're playing a third game in less than 3 days, as we said. And, well, resting Grant Jarrett. Long day so far. We're at halftime. It's Illawarra Hawks in command against Utsunomiya Brex in the battle for 5th place at the FIBA Intercontinental Cup.
Here's okay. That was a challenge. I'm gonna stand down in competition.
Coach, tough first half. What positives can you take away back to Japan from this experience this week?
I mean, we already got 3 starters out, so our biggest goal is to have no new injuries. We accomplished this, so this is a great thing. And then this is great learning for our younger players. There's a couple of 20-year-olds out there, you know, playing against a really high-level team. So this is, whether they fail or succeed in the moment, great learning for them.
And the intensity is there. I'm sure that we're all noticing that over there, so I'm sure that you've noticed this with your players as well.
Yeah, I think there's even like some of our veterans, the number 9, you see Endo, you know, he has having a good game, playing hard, even though he's 37, 38 years old. So this is great leadership from him.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck second half.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, Zico Cornell trying to draw some positives from what has been a very difficult first half. And definitely will be, there's always a positive that you can take from an experience like this. They've got, you know, they're resting some guys. They got some young kids, your younger players rather, getting some experience today against high-level talent. And it's always good to kind of measure yourself against them. And, you know, they will know that they have to, if they want to play at that level, I mean, at times the intensity is okay, but I think you got to really play hard for 40 minutes at this level if you want to have success.
Well, he talked about his veteran leaders as well. Some of them, you know, 37, 38 years young. And listen, you got 2 quarters of basketball left here at the FIBA IC. You just got to play for pride. You want to give these fans something to cheer about. And that's all B-League fans, whether it's Utsunomiya Brex, Chiba Jets, Alvak Tokyo, Ruku Golden Kings. All they want to see is their team compete. There's a famous saying in Japanese, Bushido. It's all about the heart of the warrior. And no doubt we're probably going to see that from this Brex team in these final 2 quarters. Though here for Brex, you got to find ways to allow Makoto Hiyajima to really keep working these ball screen scenarios, because this just alleviates a lot of pressure away from DJ Newbill. We saw it yesterday. Newbill can be unstoppable, but for them to have any success, you need at least 1 or 2 other players to be an option here for them offensively.
Okay, second half action underway. See Takashima, Newbill, Edwards, Takeuchi, and Hiyajima on the court for Brex. Trailing by 25 points, 52-27 against Illawarra Hawks. Neither team has won a game yet. Newbill comes out, misses the first shot from deep, and here's Biwali Bales. Wani Swaka.
You notice, Jeff, the difference in the backcourt defense against DJ Newbill in this game. They really want him to give the ball up.
Here's Hiyajima from the left corner. And ball is going to go to the Australians.
Because anytime you got Blanchfield defending into the bigs who are going to set ball screens, you know, for DJ Newbill, they can afford that switching.
There's Zico Cornell. Kind of a difficult game for him to coach, other than, I guess, if he's realistic with his group. He just wants to see him play hard and, like he said, stay healthy. Not come out of here with any injuries, go back and start the B-League campaign. Good defense, Takashima.
We hear the reaction from the crowd as well, Jeff. That's what they want to see, that bit of effort.
Here's Biwali Bales. And you have to say the same thing about Justin Tatum. He doesn't want to have any more injuries to deal with. Oh, slipping down is Newbill. Gets it to Edwards. Open is Takeuchi. Rolling back the years.
Rolling back the years indeed. And again, you can see there, as the play breaks down because they weren't able to get anything through DJ Newbill. And it's just a simple penetration kick out. High percentage look from the corner.
Got that youthful look. I hope I look that good when I'm 40.
Yeah, both him and his twin brother Joji, they're both doing very well. Don't even start with me, Mr. Taylor. Don't start now, please.
52-30, Illawarra Hawks. With a grip on this game, but maybe Brex can battle back. Seeing some good signs here at the start of this second half. Here's McLaughlin. Tries to get the pass inside to Peatling. Locked away. Newbill over to Takeuchi.
It just needs to flash a little bit higher. He was wide open on that play.
Nakashima. Oh, outside. Hiyajima for three. Yes! Yes, indeed. Here come the Brex.
You notice when the backcourt just get into the paint, it just frees up a lot more options for the Brex on the perimeter. Now the crowd back in this one.
Blanchfield missing that.
If you like the decision there from Takeuchi, just let that one go out of bounds. Give yourself a little bit of respite wherever you can in this game.
This is good basketball. Hiyajima getting himself ready. Pass comes. See if they can get another one. I think if they get another three, they might call a timeout. But instead, the miss leads to a break for Wani Swaka. There's a Takeuchi fan that just came back from halftime break. He missed Takeuchi's jumper. He's got Takeuchi on his jersey.
He's a Takeuchi fan these days. But Jeff, you're going back to the Hawks on defense. You like what they have here with Blanchfield as a power forward because, as I mentioned, he's the only player on the floor that can switch on any ball screen. He's that dynamic of a defender.
McLaughlin for three. A run buster.
Hendo. It's almost an open runway. You cannot go under a ball screen against Corey McLaughlin.
Endo open. Drive, McLaughlin. He's dominating right now. He's got 15.
That's a size advantage. Get in the paint. Got physical attributes that can really make him a difference.
Good pass to Wani Swaka. Blanchfield off target, lead is ballooned back to 24 points. Nice bounce pass. And going to the line, Gavin Edwards.
He hasn't quite had his weight on. He's had a few plays where he felt maybe there's been a few missed calls, but you know, again, he's one of the veteran players. You want to see that pick and roll action just a little bit more often between him and DJ Newbill because it just, again, gives them another offensive option.
Harry Froling going to come back into the game.
Because he's been practically a gift for this team. You got to remember, Jeff, what was it, 22, 23? When he was playing with Vic Law, Christopher Smith, and John Patrick at Chiba Jets.
Yep.
They won the Empress Cup. They had the greatest record in the history of the B-League because they lost in the finals to the Golden Kings. But next season, where does he end up? Well, he ends up here in Tojiki.
Yeah, definitely Chiba had a nice team. That was a tough way to go down. Not
We covered that final, didn't we?
After having their way pretty much the whole season.
Yeah.
Because John Patrick. Oh, a little shaking and baking from McLaughlin, but misses the shot, and then a push on Ikaruga.
Not much else you can do there. Froling just kind of, you know, stops himself in the paint and not going to be able to really block him out. And unfortunately, in that case, results in a foul. But I just think if Blake Aoki, who I think is going to be a good player, but if you want to earn your way into this lineup, you've got to battle through or play, you know, behind the likes of Isaac Fotu. Also, Grant Jarrett and Gavin Edwards. Make yourself more of an offensive rebound threat.
Foul call on Hiyajima.
And Jeff, you know why that foul is called? It's the intensity and the speed of the dribble handoff by Greta. As soon as he gets it, he's gone right away. Doesn't wait. And by going so quickly, you catch the defense off guard.
Luka turns. Ooh. And Greta I guess that was a rebound. That was an attempted shot. Oh, and now Froling goes down.
Oh, Brex have just got to have a little bit more defensive composure at the moment. He's just committing unnecessary foul after foul. That's already the penalties. There's 2 free throws coming up for Froling.
Bobby coming back in for Brex. Ujima goes out.
This is where they ran into trouble in the first half. It's a much smaller lineup. Because now you got the question, it's probably going to be Seiji Ikaruga who will be their primary point guard with both Hinori Watanabe, or maybe even, probably with Hinori Watanabe and Yusuke Endo as the backcourt players. It's a lot of responsibility now for Hoshikawa and Blake Aoki. You've got to play tough, you've got to play smart. I think the Hawks players arguing that Brex haven't lined up, but the officials just allowing Brex to get into the lineup. Very elegantly explained.
So they step up, and Froling makes the second free throw.
How about Hawks right now on offense? I just want to keep running ball screens of Froling. Get into the paint, keep getting to the free throw line.
Good to see Froling and Greta laughing.
Hawks now in a 2-3 zone matchup. Ooh. Just need a high post entrance or something.
Now Froling going up, and offensive rebound and putback by Greta.
Jeff
now has 6 points and 7 rebounds.
It's a test now for this Brex lineup. You've got to want it at the moments. I mean, on the defensive end, you've got to keep Greta off the offensive boards, and you've got to match up with Froling in the paints.
Wally Bales. It's certainly Greta, a nice handoff. And bucket is good from Luka Yates, who now has 11 points. Endo from the right corner, that's good.
And Jeff, you notice, there they had the high post entry. Blake Aoki, once you get into there, you give yourself a few more options from the three-point line. You must have that high post entrance.
Third three-pointer for Endo. And Wally Bales. Bucket. Three-pointer from the corner, and Watanabe might have it. Breeder, excuse me. Bales spins and misses.
That's better defense by Watanabe, just keeping Bales in front of him.
Endo battles out. They battled for it. And Froling makes the mid-range jumper.
Jeff, talk about this test right now from these players. Froling gets it, not anyone around him uncontested. I see the Hoshikawa, Blake Aoki, you've got to react to pick up quickly.
30-point lead, biggest of the game.
Just waiting for that high post entrance. Someone's got a flash.
Ikaruga, nice finish. Here comes Luka. Luka's quite a good basketball name, isn't it?
Indeed.
Gets it back outside. Oh, step back from Diwali Bales. That was off the back of the iron. But Greta, another offensive rebound, misses with the putback. Rita now with 8 rebounds.
You know who else is called Luka? Luka Gökçen, Hai Gökçen's son. Of course, congratulations to Hai Gökçen and his wife, the Lebanese national team player now Riyadi. Luka Gökçen, I wonder if we're going to see him in the future.
He's retired from the national team, Hike, after this summer's FIBA Asia Cup. There's also Luka Doncic.
I mean, that is the Luka. You know? This is Luka.
This should be Luka Toni, right? The Italian striker. Here's Endo. That was short. And also, wasn't there a song about Luka? Here's a shot from the left corner. Got it!
Well, it's the inexperience, Jeff. You see the wide open three-point. Ishikawa, closest defender. That is where you've got to go and switch and close out because you cannot give those many uncontested looks.
3-point shot. Banks off the rim. Josh, now you will know as we watch this, Luka is a song, and I would challenge you to learn those words. Ball goes out of bounds.
Who's the artist?
Suzanne Vega.
I'll have a look at it tonight.
1987.
I wasn't even born then.
No wonder you haven't heard it. Hironori Watanabe. Ishikawa, yes! Look at the Brex fans, loving it.
Anything just to break down the 2-3 zone. Penetration, kick out, continuous, much better. Oh!
And Luka Yates not able to tap it in, but it goes out of bounds, back over to Brex.
Jeff, 2 ways this 5 on the court for Brex can break down the 2-3 zone. Either you have the high-low action, or in the case of Watanabe and Endo, penetrate, kick out, find an open look from the 3-point line.
Chicago falls over, and it's going to lead to a wide open. Oh, the two-handed jam is missed, but the follow by Kobe McDowell White. So he says, thank you very much. And now the Hawks are going to have a nice little laugh over the missed dunk.
Well, basketball education at the moment now for young Ishikawa, because you know what, injuries may happen this season, but you've got to be able to take care of the basketball.
72-42, Illawarra Hawks on top of Utsunomiya Brex at the end of 3.
Well, 38 threes attempted so far from the Brex. Much better three-point shooting from the Hawks, but as I said, Jeff, we can look at the stats, we can critique, we can give pointers, but you know, for Brex, 10 final minutes, it's about pride.
Here's a look back at the highlights from the third quarter, and we saw Takeuchi making that. Then we had Hijima, the veteran, knocking one down, but while it bails, no, that was McLaughlin, excuse me, knocking that one down. And then McLaughlin driving in and scoring with the left hand.
Oh, there's a drop defense by Blake Aoki, and you know, that's something you got to pick up and learn. There's going to be many great point guards you're going to go up against next season in the B-League. Some Japanese, some import players. That kind of defense isn't going to quite cut it. Because who for 2 consecutive seasons has had the best defensive record in terms of least points given away in the B-League, Jeff? I'll give you a hint. Their coach is from Lithuania, former Rytas Vilnius coach.
Yeah, I can see them.
Dinas Adomaitis.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think the team.
Capital City.
Alvar Tokyo?
Alvar Tokyo, but in both seasons, they've gone out in the first round of the playoffs, and where, you know, Brex have been slightly better is that they're a volume three-point shooting team. They get a lot of three-pointers off, and it'll be very interesting to see how Brex go about defending their B-League championship next season.
Meanwhile, Luka Yates with 11 points, 5 rebounds. Look at that, Pera Antic and Ronnie Turiev styling today. FIBA Intercontinental Cup ambassadors. I'm taken by how funny those guys are. I mean,
oh, they're great.
They didn't look too funny when they were playing. They looked like they were going to rip your head off, but now it seems like they've settled into a different dimension in life.
Well, they've been fantastic ambassadors for the FIBA Intercontinental Cup. There's no argument. But for sure, we're going to keep seeing them be ambassadors in the future.
They're giggling away at midcourt.
They're MVPs, most valuable people.
And the ball goes out of bounds.
Because I like to learn from them, so you could call me a most valuable pupil, I guess. You, most valuable papa?
Oh, yes. Here we go. Ishikawa. Ishikawa again. This is everything. Still got time, though. Good hustle. And Watanabe misses the little runner. Good rebound from Ishikawa. Ishikawa again. Yes! Number 15 wants to be a weapon.
Well, in the backcourt, he's at the pecking order, trying to break into the team as well. For him, he's got to be a better floor general. Take care of the basketball.
Here he is. Wearing those blue shoes.
Because one thing I definitely admire about the Brex is the pathway where so many players have come through the lineup. Atsuyo Ogawa, who unfortunately is not here, his father was actually a great player who played for Niigata Albirex in the Japanese national team, but he was a player who was in and out of the lineup during the regular season, but he came in and made it count when it mattered. That was in the playoffs, especially in the semifinals against Chiba Jets. Hit some big three-pointers, and even at the Yokohama Arena in the finals against Ruku Golden Kick. So one thing you must give credit to the Brex for, they're always planning for the future.
Kobe hands it. Oh, and Luka, who lives on the second floor, loses it out of bounds.
And that was great by Takashima, Jeff, just coming in to crash the paint, forcing that turnover. Little positives. This is what the Brex fans want to see.
Oh, Watanabe picks it up and puts it in. Hironori Watanabe. Kobe McDowell-White spins out of trouble. Here's Luka, and he's fouled before the shot. Luka is already in double digits. He has 11 points, 5 rebounds.
Jeff, got to pay homage to the level of basketball the Illawarra Hawks play, and they get scored on, but they inbound the ball quickly. Peatland becomes a pressure reliever, and already Yates, what's he doing? Sealing off in the paint and drawing a foul. I mean, that is a very quick way to get into a set or a transition, if you like. I mean, that's just the standard of Australian hoops.
Well, they are the champions, and they will be until somebody takes it away from them. Oh, big Harry Froling gets a little contact as he gets inside, goes up for the bucket. He's got 8 points, 4 rebounds.
And Jeff, going back to Brex, though, Hoshikawa was the closest defender when Blake Aoki was trying to defend Froling. This is where Hoshikawa's got to analyze. Is the player I'm defending a three-point threat? Peatling maybe not so much. So in that case, you should be able to tell that. Quickly go and double team, because Blake Aoki, clearly, and respect to him, just needs that bit of help, assistance when defending Froling. Got to be able to read who you're up against.
There he gets that last free throw. Oh, nice drive, nice pass. Oh, it doesn't drop from Aoki. Now here is showing the handles. Biwali. Oh, and the ball goes off the shoulder of Ishikawa, but he gets it back. Narkle guarding him. Johnny in. Johnny Narkle gets some minutes here in the second half. Ishikawa steps back again, and yes. Oh, did you see that?
I did see
He takes
that.
the three-pointer. the pistol and puts it back in his holster. And he's got his teammates laughing.
This is big for him. You know, this is where he's going to get the time to play for the rest of the quarter. So show what you can do, young man. He's looking more aggressive, more confident. And Jeff, when your backcourt player, your floor general is playing with that confidence, everybody else is playing much better.
No doubt have a few Ishikawa fans after his display today. 13 threes made by Brex, 7 for Hawks. But look at that inside the arc. 24-44 for the Hawks, 5 of 20 for Brex.
I just wondered coming out of this timeout if Coach Justin Tatum's going to, you know, bring his players out of the zone, maybe go to a matchup, because now you notice Brex is just finding a little bit more confidence in their three-point shooting. Of course, everything coming from Ishikawa, but you know, do you really want to go match up 7-25, knowing that this is your final game at the FIBA IC before you return to the NBL? I mean, well, that's his decision to make, but he could be happy with how his players have responded today.
Here's Ishikawa. Josh, this is his world. Look at this. Steps back, and the best part is the celebration. I hope we see it. Watch him, watch him, watch him.
We just missed it, I think.
He already put it back in his holster.
I bet it's better for Brex. So you go into a ball screen scenario, you force a switch. Young point guard trying to prove a point.
Here he is guarding Biwale Bayos. Ball knocked away from Luka Yates. Ishikawa looking for some space.
Here's the ball screen. Get into this ball screen action. Force a switch.
Oh, he gets it up. And gets it down again. But this time he did not celebrate. He's got 4 threes. Well, you're looking for bright spots. That's one. Narkle. I like Narkle attacking the basket. Johnny be good.
That's the drop defense. So Blake Aoki just needs to come a little bit higher. Make that a little bit tougher for Narkle to make.
Hoshikawa powers his way up and scores over Antonio.
Hesitation by Hoshikawa. Change of pace. And now we're seeing a much more confident Brex team.
Here's Biwale Bayos driving in, spins, puts it up, got it! Woo!
You knew that was going to drop. You just knew that was going in.
Three-pointer and another 3 for Brex. Oh no, that was a 2.
Well, you can see Justin Tatum getting at his players now. Nobody picking Hoshikawa up, and these Illawarra Hawks players, you can see being made to be held accountable, but look at this. Jeff, that's like Kyrie Irving in Game 7 against the Warriors.
Excuse me, that was a 3 from Hoshikawa. Here he is, look.
Hesitation right here, change of speed.
And this was not, that was the previous trip, excuse me. We scored over Antonio. Timeout, 77-58. Having their best spell of play really now in the game. You see Utsunomiya.
He's a legend.
The legend of...
We need to talk more about him. He is a legend. Jeff, I remember being 14 years old, staying up late to watch the NBA because he is the first Japanese-born player to play in the NBA. Of course, he's not the first ever Japanese player, but you know, it was a big time back in 2004-05. He was teammates with Steve Nash for 3 games at the Phoenix Suns. So legend is the correct title.
A little bit of college basketball in America. Got his big opportunity.
BYU Hawaii, wasn't it? I bet you wish he would have played for UNC, though.
Who would not want Utsunomiya? Those guys coming from that area, they tend to play, though, over on the islands, don't they?
West Coast,
on the West Coast.
Well, no. Who was our colleague in 2021 B-League Finals?
That said Watanabe.
Keijiro. Keijiro played at Columbia.
George Washington.
True, yeah. Remember Keijiro Matsui?
Keijiro Matsui, yeah.
He covered the B-League finals with us in
Where did he play
2021.
again?
Columbia.
Ah, did he? Smart kid.
Almost went to UNC, remember?
There you go. Play for Roy Williams. Here we go. Oh, nice. Oh, Perry kind of looked like he walked, but the foul called on Aoki.
See, this is tough for Blake Aoki because, you know, he's got the tough job of having to defend Froling, but what he really needs to do is try to fight around and prevent the entry pass. Because once Froling gets him, if the double team's not coming, he's going to back you down, and, you know, inevitably he'll get to the free throw line.
Perry will be in double digits now. He's got 10 points, 5 rebounds, a couple of assists. And Rookie Yates with the rebound, tries to go up and has it knocked away by Aoki. 6 rebounds for Yates, for Luka. Ishikawa. Oh, throws it into the hands of Harry. Antonio on the break. Silky smooth. The gunslinger.
Threes in transition is tough, but I like the penetration by Ishikawa, but somebody's got to flash or give him an option. You cannot be that static.
Ikaruga loses it. Antonio gets it up quickly to Bawali. Oh, Bawali's needed to finish better than that. And quickly the other way. Pass going across the court. Skip pass after skip pass. Oh, ball goes through the hands of Aoki.
Oh, he was coming to set a screen. I don't think he was anticipating a handoff.
Yeah, Luka Yates now has 13 points.
You know, credit to Illawarra Hawks. It's pretty much done and dusted in their favor. They're still competing, still defending.
Aoki back to Ishikawa.
Oh, he's got to get a bull screen. Someone's got to set something. There's a ghost action.
Here he is, high arcing, bringing some rain. But he went off the front of the iron.
He could have done so much better there, but you can see Ishikawa saying, give me something to work on.
Johnny Narkle. I'm surprised he missed that. He's been so good. And Harry with the offensive rebound and putback. Harry Froling now, 12 points, 6 rebounds. Ishikawa.
Here's where the young team need to get back in the paint now. Work on the transition defense.
Antonio steps back. Narkle taking that rebound. Nope, it's Froling. Comes down with it, and then he goes in and scores. Harry Froling now with 14 points, 7 rebounds. Timeout on the court by Brex.
Tough now because the fatigue factor is settling in. This 5 have done a very good job in the previous 3 minutes until Tatum called timeout for Hawks, but you got to think about making a change at some points. I mean, slightly better numbers there in the 3rd and 4th quarter from the Brex, but I think the big difference was when in the 1st quarter, you know, taking DJ Newbill out, and you know, you can understand why head coach Zico Coronel would go to that change. You know, you got the regular season popping up soon, and you're going to be playing in the debut. I mean, this will be the 2nd season for Brex where they opened the B-League regular season on the road in a new arena. Beginning of last season, it was in the Chiba Jets' new Lala Tokyo Bay Arena. They unfortunately lost both games, and now they'll be up against another B-League title contender rival in Albach Tokyo in their new arena. So you want to make sure everybody's healthy, and no doubt Isaac Foge will be watching this game, and hopefully he'll be back in time for that opener.
Do you know what number Fotu wears?
It's a tough question to remember up by heart. It's number 55, I believe.
What's his name?
Isaac Foge.
What's his last name?
Fotu.
You said it. He wears Fotu. 42.
42, sorry, it wasn't 55.
He does, though.
He does, yeah. I knew it was one
now,
of the...
I've heard he wears that because that's his name, but I've never had it confirmed by him.
We'll have to ask him later on. Send him a message and ask that. Where was he born?
New Zealand?
Nope.
Oh no, England.
Yeah, he was born in York. His father, Manu Fotu, was
another one that got away.
No, he played for a very good national, but his father,
I know, but so
Manu was a rugby player.
So many greats born in the UK that played elsewhere. Look at this drive. There's Cambage, for example. Here's a pass to the wing. Antonio. The follow-through was there. I like Narkle out there. He's got some panache to his game. And how about Kobe? McDowell White.
I think it was good, of course, of Kobe, not to mention Narkle. Many of these players for Illawarra Hawks just shown that they can be put into the lineup when needed. Antonio as well, he's got a nice quick release and transition.
Speaking of nice release, how about Hoshikawa?
He's not always renowned to be a three-point shooter for the Brex, but good to see that he's showing this part of his game. I like this Antonio quick release.
Oh, shooter's bounce doesn't work. Need to find Ishikawa. There's Hoshikawa. Ishikawa, you cannot stop him. You can only hope to contain him. He gets his 5th three of the game.
Well, big game for him so far.
Yeah, he's got 15 points. I think he's got 5 threes. So here again, nice bounce pass. No, gets away.
Yeah, you're correct. He has 15. It was his 5th three, not his 4th. Yep.
Oh, Narkle with the bump. Look out, here comes the ball again. Well, tippy hat to Brex. They've played hard in the second half for Coach Zico Cornell. And I think he's happy that everybody's getting, there's a smile from Zico. Somebody just told a joke.
It's been a great last season for them. B-League champions, BCL Asia champions. And rightfully so, Jeff. Because they went through a very, very tough season. Crisis during the unfortunate passing of the late, great Kevin Bracewell. But, you know, they've been a magnificent organization.
Okay. Yeah, very emotional year for the team. And hopefully they'll get a good title defense going here soon. Here's Ishikawa again, comes up with a loose ball. Ooh. Oh, tough follow, had chance. Look at that, the handle from Harry going behind the back. To the corner, Antonio, yes!
I mean, the handles are great, but Jeff, Antonio right now has proven himself to be a sniper. You've seen on many plays, he loves to lose defenders when getting open off screens away from the ball. He's going to be a very good player.
How about another 3 for Brex? Aoki, A-OK. Froling, missing it from deep. This is probably going to be it now for the Hawks. Look at this, watch behind the back. Look at me, now you see me, now you don't. Just call me Magic, Magic Harry. And the ball goes to the corner.
A bit more like Vlade Divac, to be honest.
Yeah. Nice pass to the corner. And that will be it. So, well, maybe he'll go down and chuck one up. Nope, he's just going to hold on to it. So, the Illawarra Hawks come out and get their first win in the FIBA Intercontinental Cup in their history. 93-69 over Utsunomiya Brex to clinch 5th place.
Yeah, tough game for both teams, of course. You know, probably both dejected that they were playing for this one. Probably would, you know, no doubt much rather be playing for either the 3rd place or the final. But magnificent last season for both of them. NBL champions, in the case of Brex, now becoming the most winning the winningest team, excuse me, in the history of the Japanese B-League with 3 titles, and also winning BCL Asia. They're only the 2nd B-League team to achieve that monument. Alvak Tokyo did it in 2019 when it was the FIBA Asia Champions Cup. But for Brex, it's going to be a long season ahead of them, because you're going to be trying to defend the B-League. You're also going to be potentially looking to qualify for BCL Asia, and you'll also be in the East Asia Super League. So a lot for them to think about. And no doubt with this magnificent fan base, it's going to be exciting times for the Brex Nation. And we're going to be a part of it, Jeff. We're going to be calling those games.
It's going to be exciting times for the B-League. Zico Coronel giving a bow of thanks, waving to the crowd. And for me, this is the biggest factor for Utsunomiya Brex. Their crowd that came today was this week was sensational. Just really backing this team, and you know that the Hawks fans will be eager to see their team in action. And here comes, I'm glad that we're going to see Harry Froling come out and do the interview. Harry Froling with the 14 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. And he's now down with our Chuck Schreiner. We're going to head down to the hardwood, Josh, and listen to what Harry says.
Harry Froling for the Illawarra Hawks. A great game, Harry. 14-7-4. I know you're not long back from injury. How does it feel to be back on the court full speed ahead now?
Yeah, it's good. Obviously, my role's a bit different this year, and I just got to take it as it is and put my best foot forward. And this is a great game with some guys sitting out to show how I can help our guys. And I think we just played the right way today. And, you know, credit to the team. We played hard, and I think that's Hawks basketball.
I was talking to Coach before the game, and you guys you could have been 3-0 now. A couple of breaks here or there, that would have made a big difference. But still, what kind of experience did you have coming to Singapore for this week?
Yeah, it's obviously great. Whenever you can get games in before the start of a season and get some reps in, it's really good. And you know, we had a lot of guys in late, so we're nowhere near a finished product, and it's just good to check out our depth today and yeah, just play hard and play the right way. And I think we'll go a long way if we can keep doing what we've been doing.
Now, I know it's going to be a short turnaround for you. The NBL has already started a couple of days ago. How much rest do you have before you have to get with it back in Australia?
Yeah, we're straight into it. So Saturday we got our first game. So we'll get back, we'll rest up, bit of recovery, and straight back and back to business. So yeah, hopefully a great season for us.
Okay, Harry, congratulations. Good luck to you in this season.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Well, this was an entertaining. I enjoyed the fourth quarter better than anything, especially with Ishikawa once he got it going for Brex. Coming out, knocking down some three-pointers. And Hoshikawa as well. But it was Ishikawa that kind of stole the headlines. That was a sweet take from Biwali Bayless. It was Harry. It's good that we got to hear from him as well, because yeah, I mean, he's probably not going to play that much this year, but it's good to see him come out and get it done. Josh, any closing thoughts?
No, like I said, the best of luck to both teams. Championships to defend. In the case of Illawarra Hawks, it'll be a very exciting season for them to try and repeat in the NBL. For Brex, defending the B-League and defending BCL Asia. Exciting times for both teams. A big congratulations to both organizations for making it here to the FIBA IC. And well, for those watching on Courtside 1891 and all over the world on any other platform, get ready. 2 more games live here in Singapore.
Well, Josh, I hope that you're going to learn the words to Luca. I think that would serve you well in the future. But anyway, great day already underway. The final day here between the game won by Illawarra Hawks over Utsunomiya Brex. It's pretty convincing, but nevertheless, a good show. And the real fun about to start now is the battle for third place, the medals between Flamenco and Al-Atli from Libya. And then closing it up tonight, we'll also see Unicaja Malaga going up against NBA G League United. This one finished 93-69. Illawarra Hawks winning it over Utsunomiya Brex. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay tuned for the next one, tipping off 4 p.m. local time.